Welcome to Exploring Food with Smitty. Well, today we're doing something that's really different. It's a type of meat, well, I wouldn't even say meat, it's a type of dish that we tried when we went for my husband's birthday dinner. They offered this on the menu, and we were also curious about it to try it. So we tried it there, and I really didn't get a good depiction of what it tastes like. So we went to Whole Foods and they had some already seasoned and ready to cook. So I bought some of that. So this dish I'm talking about is bone marrow. I've heard so many people talking about it and how good it is, but what we're going to do is we're going to get a chance to see together how good it is. So I'm going to get my things together and I'll be back.
Marrow, beef bone marrow, is a spongy tissue in the center of bones, and it's mostly concentrated in the spine and hip areas of the bones, and actually contains stem cells. And there's been a lot of talk about stem cells. It's and stem cells are like from the platelets that help transport nutrients and oxygen to your other bones. So it's actually good for your health because it improves the health and strengthens your bone by eating beef bone and the skin. It contains glutamine, I believe. It helps against relieves joint pain and reduces inflammation of the joint. And that's what I could tell you right now.
Okay, so now that Steve has told us what bone marrow is, I'm going to get my things together and I'll be back and we can go through this process together. Okay, so here we go. This is the bone marrow that I picked up at Whole Foods. And what I did is set it out so that it becomes room temperature. It's already been seasoned, so I don't have to season it. So let's open it up. And we didn't buy a whole lot because we didn't know what to expect. So this is how it looks. And it's already seasoned, as I said. I'm going to put it into the skillet, bone side up. Yes, what's your question?
If it wasn't seasoned, what would you season it with? Just salt and pepper?
You could season it with salt and pepper or other herbs that you would like to season it with. As a matter of fact, I may add a little more seasonings myself.
Okay.
Just to, let's put a little garlic. It seems like it would be salty already because...
Yeah, it is salty. It has collagen.
Right. So let's put some pepper on it, which I'm not using my walking. I'm putting some ground pepper on. Okay. So what it says to do with this is to put it in the oven and you let it cook until this part turns brown. And what you eat it with is roasted bread that you've roasted in the oven. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to let it cook. And they said some of the fat will render from the bone as it cooks. I'm cooking it at 400 degrees until it's done. So let's see what we get. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take it out and let's see what we got. Let me get a double pot holder because cast iron is hot. Okay, it said it would render out a lot of fat from the bone marrow, and it surely did. So let's grab these out of here. I'm trying to do this gracefully, but it doesn't seem to be working that way. Put them on the plate. And I mean, it rendered out a lot oil. Okay. Let me let you see how much oil. Look at that. That's enough oil to fry something. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the table and we're going to have a try. Okay, so as you can see, I have my bone marrow here, all nice and browned up. Get a picture of that. Okay, and I have my bread that I've toasted. Usually they use a French bread or something, but I'm just using regular bread. So, here goes. I'm going to take a little piece of bread, if it can stop falling apart, and I'm going to dip into this bone marrow and put some on my bread. There it is, and let's try it. Here's to here's to mirror. It's not really a bad taste, but it's not something that I have to have. Let's try another piece. Maybe I got the wrong spot. Okay. It's bone marrow. Let's say I'm not going to go out looking for it and saying I have to have it because I don't. And I've tried a lot of interesting things like snails, gator, and those are very good. But this right here, I'm good. So, thank you for joining me on this exploring bone marrow with me. If you have the guts, I'd like for you to give it a try. Share in the comments section if you've ever tried this before. And also, share in the comments section what's the strangest food that you've tried. So, until the next video, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for joining Exploring Foods with Smitty.